Hi everyone, C110 back, and today I'm just gonna make a very short and a review of a item I got here that are actually pretty cool, and I'm gonna show you this here. And first thing first, I'm continuing refurbishing my house a little bit, and I decided at the same time I'm gonna check out the storage area in the house, so I can see what do I need and what do I don't need of things I have around in the house. And the things I don't need, I put in an IKEA bag and drop it to the thrift store. Which means that I take a trip to the thrift store for 2 days ago and get rid of it, what I had that I want to get rid of. At the same time, I found something in the store that is actually pretty cool that I decided I'm gonna buy, and it's this here. Yep, this is what Sony calling a Sony Walkman. Yeah, right, because this is not a Walkman, this is a radio, and a radio only with FM, MW and LW band with 24 possibilities to store stations. Up here there are not 24 stations on FM. Where I live we have 4 or 5 stations. So that's how it is. Anyway, that's how it is. We don't have so many stations on FM anymore because we are mostly over to DAB up here, sadly enough. But it can still be used on FM. So it's called FMMWLW Digital Tuner Walkman, model number SRF M37L. So I'm gonna show you this today. First, yeah. And at the thrift store I paid $60 for this, and that is $6, by the way. That's how it is. Yes, the only thing that wasn't full of this product was the earbuds, and I don't care anyway because I cannot use earbuds. Because my ears are too big, earbuds are too small. I can put it in my ears and use them, but as soon as I turn my head around a little bit, it pops out of the ear. So I have to use headphones. Let's see if I can get it out here. Like this one. This is Porta-Pro, dusty, by the way. Yeah. I put it at a place that was a little bit dusty. So I have to use with this bow at the top here. That fits me perfect. So this is just a set of Porta-Pro with wire, because the one that I have wireless is in the trash for a long time ago because it wouldn't work anymore. So yes, I cannot use earbuds, but I can use headphones. That's fine. And to be honest guys, you get better sound with headphones than you do with earbuds, no matter what kind of earbuds you are using. Phones are better, simply as that. It covers more of your ear and the sound are simply better in it. And of course it's dependable on what you are, how much money you are splashing out on something you want to listen through. That's how it is. More you put into it, technically better it should be. That's how it is. And I'm gonna show you the unit itself in a moment, but first I'm gonna show you something that make me get a big laugh. Because at the package here, it says that you get earbuds in it. But what does the manual say? It says earphones instead of earbuds. And this looks pretty much like the Sony earphones that once were in the store. I remember this type of earphones that Sony had. I remember they have a little bit too light, too much treble in the sound, and could have more bass than it does. It was a little bit trebly, if I can call it that. But that's how it is. And here is the a little bit specifications. Yes, and I'm gonna show you something that make me get a big laugh. You will understand that they just slapped together some manuals here, that's for sure, because if I lay this away now and I take out a smaller here, I have to unfold it. I'm gonna do that off camera, of course, and I'm gonna focus on the Swedish text here. Can you see what they did wrong here? Let's see if you can spot it. Yeah. Take a look at the mid section here. Sound from surroundings are not possible to hear with loud volume. That's fine. Do not listen to your, here comes the error part, cassette player. Sony, this is not a cassette player. This is a radio, okay? And just to be fair, this is a cassette player. Yeah, hello. I hope you have a nice day. You can see me through this. This is a cassette player, where I can open this, put a tape in here, slam the door, press play, and play the music. And just for the heck of it, guys, this has batteries inside. I don't know if I can make that out on the camera here. Yes, I can. So this works perfectly fine. Now you know. And that's something I can tell you right away, since you see this. A good Walkman, how to tell that you have a good Walkman on your hands? If you press forward, you see it goes around. And if I stop here now, and you press play, you can see the play goes slower. On the cheapest Walkmans, the play will go as fast as forward. If the Walkman goes slower on play, you have a better Walkman. Because that's called anti-rolling mechanism. Some cassette manufacturers also say anti-rolling, despite they don't have slower mechanism between forward and play. So that's a little bit a lie, but this has anti-rolling mechanism. And if you see at the top here, it also says it right there. Anti-rolling mechanism, it says. So that's a Walkman. This is not a Walkman, Sony. But I think you are keen to use that logo since you have patent on it. Technically, yes, other brand cannot use that logo without permission from Sony. But if you sell a Walkman in a catalog and you mention the word Walkman in a catalog, you can do that. But you cannot use this type of logo you see here. If you use normal font and you say that this is a Walkman, it will be fine. Sony cannot do anything about that. But don't splash, of course, that logo on a Walkman that isn't Sony. That's illegal. So I think this was a little bit weird that they are using cassette recorder in this, despite it isn't. That means that they are slapping manuals in it that should not be, that should be corrected. But probably they didn't care so much about it. That's how it is. But now, just for the fun of it, I'm going to show you the device itself. Here it is, with a clock. And if I tilt it like this, you can see that it's 11:49 now. Yep. I don't know, if I take it closer, it might, you will not be able to see that because of the light situation here. That's how it is. So, why am I showing you this Walkman? Walkman, yeah. I hate you, Sony, for that. This radio. Here it has headphone input. This is the DX. And what is DX? Let's see if I do this, you can see that. Yes. It says FM sensor. DX, local. If you have a very strong station that clipping, you can put this to local and the signal will be weaker out of this device. And you will get better signal that way. If the signal are weak, you put it on DX and it will be fine. It will amplify the signal out through the headphone and through the wire of your headphone, and you will simply get better sound. And that's why I want to show you this, because if you can get your hands on this one and you like to listen to FM broadcasting, this, by the way, guys, is probably one of the best pocket radio you ever will get. I am actually very impressed by this device by Sony. You can see it says Walkman at the front here as well. It is not a Walkman, guys. That's how it is. And one other thing that this has in favor, if I open here, let's see if I can do it on camera. Look at that. It goes on one AAA battery. I kid you not, one AAA battery, and it lasts for a long time in this device. So that's pretty cool. One AAA, that means that if you buy a package of 4 batteries, you will have it for a couple of years. Try to do that with a dab, guys. It will last for a few hours and it's dead. At the top, hold the button, so if you have it in your pocket, if you manage to bump into a button, it will not affect that. If you push the hold in, that's what that's all about. And you have a volume. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, and you have the store mechanism, you have band selector, time set, and this has another cool feature that I can mention right away, that I have a lot of digital pocket radios like this one in different brands, but this one here has something that I love. You can actually listen while you are searching for stations on this one. This gives you sound at the same time as you press automatic search, which means that if you find a weak station you want to listen to, you can just press minus or plus to stop it, and it will go back to the station that you want to hear. You can actually hear while it's searching for stations, and that's a good feature with this one here. And that's impressive, because then you can scan for stations that you normally digital radio would skip if it is a little bit weak. Because you have the DX function, guys, which means that if the station are weak, put it on DX, and most of the time it will fix it and take away the noise. So this is a good device. And you can see it has a little bit of a curve to it. That's just design. And I like that this only uses one battery, which means that if you buy a package of 4 batteries, you have 3 spare batteries to it. Which means that you will have a lot of it. That's how it is. So that's the first object I'm going to show you today. So if you can get your hands on this one, the model number again, guys, just so you can get it, SRF M37L. I will recommend you highly to get this if you are one that loves to travel around, for example abroad or to another county or something like that, and hear what kind of stations do they have. And you can listen to the stations without interrupt anyone. And so, as I mentioned, the search function I love on this one. You can actually have sound while it's searching up stations for you, so you hear what it passes through. Great idea, actually. So this is a good device. I recommend highly. I'm gonna put it over there because I'm gonna show you something else. Because as I mentioned, I'm going to give you a lot more game reviews and all of that. And then I thought about something. Since I'm cleaning my house at the same time as I refurnish it, I had to check out something. There is a device that I'm looking for that I need together if I'm gonna make good reviews. Because I want to review something else than Sega and Nintendo. I would like also to review games from PlayStation, or from let's see. I would like to review games from PlayStation 2 that I have in my house. I have a little bit over 500 games to that console. That's why. But then I understand one thing. I need another device to hook up together with my capture card. And this is where this comes in. As you can see, this is a big slob of a box in aluminum. And this is from Deltaco. Yes. At one side, you have Scart in. Remember that function? Oh, we have a hair here. I need to take that away. The hair is a little bit, it shows up like a scratch on the camera. There, it's gone. That's fine. I think, do we have a scratch there? No, we don't have. It's the hair that are stuck here. I don't think I can get it off. Nah, it probably is a scratch there. Who cares? Well, anyway, this has the input for Scart, and at the other end it has an output for HDMI. That means that I can use this, and you can see also you can choose between 720 and 1080p here. I will use this mainly on 1080p because that's what I'm also using when I review things on my channel. And many of my videos are going in 1080p or full HD if you like. 9020 times 1080p. That's very common. And you will also see that even my videos from Game Boy Advance will go in that size. Only Game Boy videos goes in a little bit lower resolution. That's because to take it higher up, it will only be a pixel mess. That's what it is. That's why that is a little bit under HD. So what I'm gonna do here is simply to use one of these. This has this end in here, and if I hook this in here, like that, what happened then? You have input for super video, you have input for phono cables, and you can choose at the top, input or output. Even L mono it says there on the audio. That's automatic. You can, if I hook up only just one sound source, it will automatically goes in mono when I make reviews of videos, so that's fine. So this is what I'm gonna do, hook this up at the end here, and the other end here into the capture card, into the PC. And this will actually scale up if the size is small as well, so fine. But I encounter a problem here. Let me put this away for now. I'm gonna put it down here in front of the camera so I know where it is. And this here is a special made plug, because I have another one here that are more simple. You can see that this has 21 of the pins, while this has restrictions. There is a reason for that, because the cheaper one here only has the phono input, while the other one here has the super video on top of that, which means I'm mainly gonna use the super video part to get the best signal. You can see the difference here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pins are used on the upper one. That means that 10 pins are not in use. Yeah, that's how it is. Now you know. So Scart is not dead yet, guys, and I'm very glad that I have this equipment and can use this, because that means I also can review PlayStation 2 games and Dreamcast games. And I also got to Dreamcast, I'm gonna use the super video input, because I have super video cable on the Dreamcast to get the best picture out of it. I'm not going to mod my Dreamcast. I have seen videos on YouTube that people are modding it. I don't want to do any stress to a console at all, so I'm gonna use what comes natural with it. And I was lucky to get the original Sega Dreamcast super video cable, so I'm gonna use that on this one. Just put it to output, so it goes into the box and then out to the card. That's how that is. When it comes to Nintendo games, most of the time I'm gonna use the Retron 5 for that, because that has HDMI directly to the capture card, so that's fine. I also got Retro Trio and Retro Duo in the house, and I got the black box, and that has no HDMI input, but it has super video as well, so I can also go that route if I like. If I want to use, for example, Game Genie cannot be used on Retron consoles. That's how it is. So now you know. Now you know. One problem that I have with this Deltaco box is not the box itself, but it's the plug, because that needs electricity, as you can see here. 5 volts it needs. You can see that. And let me show you the adapter. Let's hear it first. Something is wrong here. Yeah. I just store it, and when I was about to use it again, it looks like this. Look at that. What happened? It's so bad quality that this went down. This should be up here and locked there. This cannot be used. Up here I have 250 volt in the main socket, so I'm not going to use this. Then this will just short circuit and it will probably destroy the wire. So I need to dig out my plastic bag that I have with a lot of adapters, spare adapters, and see if I found one that fits this. And as you can see here, this takes 5 volt, 2 ampere, and it says 100 to 240 volts. Up here it's 260, or 250, sorry, 250, which means that this will go on 240 all the time. 20 volt doesn't matter so much, you have plus minus 10% tolerance, so this will be fine. But this is not good. This is made in China, what a surprise. Then I understand why this is Look at that. It's not good. So yeah, I have to go through my plastic bag with adapters and find a new one that matches this. And I know I have it. I have one I can show you here, but I'm not sure I'm going to use it because I need to change the plug at the end. Then I need to also check the polarity, because on this wire from the new plug, I don't know if the camera can make it up here, you can see it has a stripe here that indicates that that's either plus or minus. Yeah. The adapter from China that are broken does not have that, and that's something I'm not a fan of. Well, it has some writings here, but it's very small, but I don't know if that's the reference to the streak, I don't know. But no, I cannot use this. That will end with a bang, and I will just see a big blue flashlight that I call the electricity blue caramel, and that's not good. Because it should look like this. And it should be firm, sitting there, and not wobbly. This adapter I can use. This was something I just found. It's also a Chinese product. You can see me through it. Hello. But anyway, this is also a 5-volt adapter. And it's 0.85 ampere or 4 ampere out, which means that it's more than durable for this, since the other one was 2 ampere or 0.6 out. And as you can see, it's 100 to 240 volts here as well, 50-60 hertz automatic. Up here we got 50 hertz. That's how it is. And this is a little bit larger. And the only difference to this is, as I mentioned, the plug itself. So technically, I can just measure what side is what and just change the plug. You can see there is a little bit difference between these two. Yeah, that's how it is. So, now you know, guys. And I'm gonna hook this up when I find a suitable adapter. So I also can review PlayStation 2 games and Dreamcast games. I also got a lot of demo games to PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast, by the way. So some of them are also very cool, actually. So there will be reviews later down the line, okay? So just bear over with me. Oh, somebody's honking from the car outside. I forgot to close the window before the review. Who cares? That's how it is. But anyway, that was all I can show you today. And if you can get your hands on this one, as I mentioned, SRF M37L, and you love to listen to radio channels, I can't recommend this highly enough. So now I put it back in here just to keep it safe when it's not in use. So that's how it is. So it's pretty cool when you can make a digital radio that uses only one battery and it lasts actually fairly long. Fine, Sony, I like that. Because most of the devices, if I take this one here, this is an older one I have. I don't need to disconnect the headphones on this. This is an older radio I have from a company called Stec. And if I open at the back here, you can see it takes 2 batteries. That's pretty normal. Yeah. So now you know, you can see I have 2 different batteries here. That's because this originally had full wind batteries in it, but one of the battery died out. So I had to find another one that has equal the same voltage, so I can use them both up. And that's why they are different. Doesn't matter so much, because if the radio starts to strike or die out, I have a measure equipment, so I can measure which one is dead or not. So yeah, MR332F. This one also gives good signals out, but it's not as strong as the Sony. And here you can only store 5 stations, and it only have FM, by the way. But that's the way it is. So this is also one I have in use. Just to show you that mostly the radio takes 2 batteries and not 1. I think I rambled enough now. 25 minutes in a half a minute's time. That should be more than enough for today. I will be back with, of course, I promise you, more game reviews. It will come. And now I'm gonna also search up an adapter for this one, since the original adapter is a shaky thing. Yeah, I cannot use this. It will just say pang, and it's burned up if I try to put this in. This is not good. This is dangerous to use actually, so this cannot be open either without probably burn through the side here, because this is glued and it's not worth it. If I'm gonna use this adapter here and the other one, I'm just gonna cut the wire off here and just put that wire on the new one and then go from there. That's how it is. Okay, thank you for watching and have a pleasant evening, and see you soon. Okay, take care, bye bye.